Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the topic nephron. As we all know that nephron is defined as a structural and functional unit of kidney, as they are not only responsible for eliminating out waste products from our body through the formation of urine, but also regulates the concentration of water and soluble substances like sodium salts by filtering the blood and reabsorbing what is needed in our body. The nephron is formed by two parts, a blind end called the renal corpuscle or the Malpighian corpuscle and a tubular portion called the renal tubule. Renal corpuscle is situated in the cortex of the kidney, and based on the situation of them, the nephrons are classified into two types, the cortical nephrons or the superficial nephrons and the juxtamedullary nephrons. The cortical nephrons are the nephrons having the corpuscle in the outer cortex of the kidney near the periphery. In human kidneys, 85% of the nephrons are the cortical nephrons. Juxtamedullary nephrons are the nephrons having the corpuscle in the inner cortex near medulla. The function of the renal corpuscle is the filtration of the blood, which forms the first phase of urine formation, and they are usually formed by two portions, the glomerulus and the Bowman's capsule. Glomerulus. Each nephron has a glomerulus to filtrate the blood and a tubule that returns needed substances to your blood and pulls out additional wastes. This waste and the extra water becomes urine. Glomerulus is a tuft of capillaries enclosed by the Bowman's capsule. It consists of the glomerular capillaries interposed between the afferent arteriole on one end and efferent arteriole on the other end. Bowman's capsule. Bowman's capsule is a capsular structure which encloses a glomerulus, and it is formed by two layers, the inner visceral layer and the outer parietal layer. Fluids from the blood in the glomerulus is collected in the Bowman's capsule. Usually, ultrafiltration takes place here, which is the process of filtration of the blood in the Bowman's capsule. Tubular portion of the nephron or the renal tubule. The tubular portion of the nephron is the continuation of the Bowman's capsule. It is made up of three parts, the proximal convoluted tubule, the loop of Henle, and the distal convoluted tubule. The proximal convoluted tubule is the coiled portion arising from the Bowman's capsule. It is situated in the cortex. Proximal convoluted tubule is continued as a loop of Henle. It drains filtrate away from a renal corpuscle. Loop of Henle consists of descending limb, hairpin bend, and ascending limb. It is a continuation of the proximal convoluted tubule. A loop of Henle descends into the medulla, makes a hairpin turn, and turns to the cortex, and it continues to distal convoluted tubule. Distal convoluted tubule passes near to the original corpuscle and then leads to the collecting duct. Once the filtrate passes through the thick ascending limb of the loop of Henle, it enters into the distal convoluted tubule, which is the duct of the renal tubule located in the cortex that reabsorbs calcium, sodium, and chloride and regulates the pH of the urine by secreting protons and absorbing bicarbonate. Collecting duct, the last part of a long twisting tube that collects urine from the nephrons and moves it into the renal pelvis, also called the renal collecting duct. Passage of urine. And lastly, from the renal pelvis, urine passes through remaining portion of ureter and reaches to the urinary bladder. Thank you.